What's happening, y'all? It's Osiris once again. And with it being Star Wars season, with the new movie coming out, I figured I'd bring you guys Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 on Linux. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords, besides having an absurdly long name, is a role-playing game in the true traditional sense. Knights of the Old Republic 2 was first released back in 2004, which becomes instantly noticeable as you launch the game. But for point of reference, the story is set 4,000 years before the movie Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and 5 years after KOTOR 1, which this game is the sequel to. For full disclosure, I was provided a key by our friends over at Aspire Media, so give them props in the comment section and follow their social media outlets. As for the story, KOTOR 2, you play as a Jedi exile who's being hunted down by them nasty Sith Lords after the Mandalorian Wars in KOTOR 1. This game is very huge on dialogue, which I have to note is excellently executed. The story of the game is driven by your actions and your choices, which means lots and lots of reading of all choices that are presented, weighing them out, and then choosing one of them. This makes the game feel really slow-paced, but allows for you to play the game several times with not only different endings, but outcomes to specific situations within that game. Non-player characters or NPCs play an important role, and your interaction with them will sway their responses towards you in drastic ways. The story is extremely well written and in-depth. The content of the game, though, is staggering. The pure amount of NPCs, plot lines, various choices, and your ability to mostly freely travel throughout the sector that's presented in the game allows for hours upon hours of gameplay. The various worlds are very different from each other, which provides a starkly different scenery as you travel with your companions. The side missions, or side story, in my opinion, feel very organic and not forced. And there's no shortage of that in this game. You'll find plenty of things to do if you choose to help affect your world, whether you choose to go towards the light side or the dark side. I recommend the dark side because they have more cookies. If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll notice that much of the Star Wars universe and lore are represented in this game in true Star Wars fashion. As a matter of fact, it's worth stating that I received my key from Aspire back in late October and plan to beat the game first so I can bring you guys my final thoughts about the game. But due to the amount of content and several holidays that happens this time of year in the US, and even after 50 hours poured into this game, I still haven't finished KOTOR 2. This game does have a few drawbacks though. Besides the obviously old school graphics that even I think at the time were a little bit dated, this game is extremely slow paced due to its focus on text and vocal dialogue. For many, this can be a deal breaker, and I can understand why. And if my memory serves me correctly, which it often doesn't, this game was originally released with glitches that are well known. It seems many of them have been ironed out, whether it be by Aspire or just general bug fixes through the years. My advice would be to save and save often, but if you're an old school gamer, you already know about that. For those who aren't familiar with old school RPG style combat, then the combat system may feel a bit clunky and slow. Personally, I think it works fine in this type of game, but I can see why some people would think it's just not for them. So the verdict on Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. Well, I don't really like reviews in the traditional sense where somebody recommends something or puts a score on something, because what might be good for the reviewer might not be good for the viewer. But if you're a Star Wars fan, you like role-playing games, or you like games where you can influence the outcome of the game by making choices within it, then this may be the game for you. At the end of the day, Aspire has brought another excellent port to Linux, bar none. This is just an excellent ported game. In a technical sense, it runs at 60 frames per second, no problems, which it really shouldn't since the game was made back in 2004. So you don't have to worry about it actually running. And also, according to Aspire, there's 20 new achievements that was crowdsourced by the fans. So bravo on that. If you played the game, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you like this review, or you like Star Wars, or you just like Linux, hit that thumbs up button. If you don't like Star Wars, then hit the like button anyways. Just do it. So, once again, this is Osiris, the PC Pimp, and I'm out.